What can I help you with, Lord of Darkness?
I'm looking for a date.
The date is Friday, July 13th.
No, I want to meet someone.
Understood. You want to eat dim sum.
Don't you get it? I want to go on a date. I'm lonely.
I understand. You want baloney.
Hello everyone, we're back again. We're long distance. Grandma's over there in Austin. I'm over here in Singapore. Again, I hope you're still sticking with us and watching our videos and our opinions on these movies that we're watching. We'll be back together again pretty soon. But for today, we're still doing it long distance. Today, we did see another movie, though. Grandma went to see Hotel Transylvania Summer Vacation. Now, Grandma, one perhaps unintended byproduct of us doing these videos is that we've become experts on Hotel Transylvania. And
have we?
Yes, because we've seen all three of them. I think we will have only done videos now, 2 of them, but we've seen all 3 of these films, and it's a pretty easy concept to get your mind around. You really don't have to have seen any of these films to get something out of them if you want to. Basically, Dracula runs a hotel, and all the monsters come to this hotel for their, recreation, and they go.
They're welcome.
They take their time off and relax there at Hotel Transylvania. Right. As this movie starts, though, Dracula is feeling sort of lonely, and he sees everybody, all his families and couples, and they're all having fun, and he's feeling a little lonely because his wife died years ago. His daughter comes in and sees him, and she mistakes his loneliness for being tired. So she comes up with this idea to have everybody go on a cruise. That's why it's called Hotel Transylvania Summer Vacation.
They're all going to take a vacation.
So all the monsters get together and they all go on this cruise. A Wolfman and Wolfwoman and their family, and Frankenstein and his bride, and just so many monsters you can't count them all. So they go on this cruise, but it turns out that the captain of the ship is actually the daughter of Van Helsing, the famous vampire hunter, and
granddaughter.
It's the granddaughter, yes. And she has it in her mind to kill Dracula and get rid of all the monsters. And that's the setup for this film. What do you think of it, Grandma?
It was delightful. I came out of the movie with a big smile on my face. I thought it was really, really fun. In fact, it's one of the few movies that I sat through the credits at the end of the film, because the credits were even amusing and delightful.
They were animated too.
Yes, they were. It was very, very, you're right about if you didn't have to have seen any of the movies before, you could enjoy this one all by itself, and it was very clear premise. The whole idea was Van Helsing. What was his name?
Van Helsing, yes.
I've gotten it. Yeah. She was going to get retribution from the monsters, And so she began to be included in their activities and observing them. And, maybe things might not be what she thought they were going to be.
Well, Grandma, don't go into...
I'm not going any further. I'm not going any further.
Really?
But it was, very interesting premise of the whole thing. It was not just a cartoon. It was an interesting story. So it held your attention. All the different monsters were funny and to look at. The glob one, he was always making
Globby.
other little globs and globby. and you just couldn't help but smile all the way through. It was just really, really entertaining. And I sat there and with a smile most of the time through this whole story. What did you think?
I think much like you. Again, I enjoyed it. It's one of these films where, again, it's a very silly sort of concept, and all of the jokes are very silly. The jokes come at you so fast. They're throwing all these sight gags. It's almost all sight gags. The jokes aren't really sort of set up and dialogue quite so much as they are sight gags, and it's all sort of slapstick and sort of stuff like that. So some of them don't work, but then some of them do. One thing in particular I'll point out that I didn't think was very funny at all was the huge puppy that they get the little grandson. I didn't think that was very funny at all, and they kept coming back to it every now and then. I just was thinking, okay, that's not. It's like a huge giant. It's bigger than it's like, and it's got big puppy eyes, and it slobbers all over everybody. But I didn't think
they had to discuss because you're not supposed to bring your puppies with you.
Right. But again, I didn't think that was very funny. But there were a lot of times where, again, it was, as you say, it's laugh out loud funny. There's enough of that again I would recommend it, because again I think it's very enjoyable. Even the parts that aren't laugh out loud funny, they're they put like you say, they put a smile on your face. I mean, they're cute. They're it's one of these films where frankly you go into it and you're not sure you're going to enjoy it, but you end up enjoying it. And again, I would definitely recommend it because it is funny. So what would you say?
This is one of those movies where you might even go see it again. Because that
maybe, but because the jokes do come really fast.
You might have missed something the first time. Yeah.
Well, it's almost like they think that if this one's not going to work, then this one's going to work. So might as well just throw them at you really fast and see what works. And
there were a lot of monsters to keep up with. There were a lot of different monsters.
There were. So again, I would recommend it. What about you, Grandma?
Definitely. This is, for the first time in a while, this is a two-thumb movie.
Oh.
Go and see this. It's really entertaining. It's really, really entertaining. You will not regret the movie money that you spent. This is a two-thumber.
So
I recommend it.
Even if you think of yourself as a serious moviegoer, again, I think you would enjoy this film because it's surprisingly funny.
It is very, very good.